Upwork is great for finding clients, and I did rely on Upwork for at least the first 7 years of my journey as a freelancer to get me those clients. But if you want to promote your freelance business on social media, which I highly recommend you do, it is helpful to have a website to lead people back to. And I know, building your own website can be kind of daunting, but let's be honest. If you're here watching this video, you've likely thought about that before. And let me tell you, it doesn't have to be that hard. With platforms like Wix and Squarespace, that makes it stupidly easy to create a website nowadays and just drag and drop different features and customize your own website. All you need is a couple of hours and a dream. But hey, even though I know how to set up a website, that's not my specialty. My thing is social media and Upwork. So I invited my friend Isabel to tell you how you can set up your first freelance website yourself. Let's check it out. Hi, Isabel. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. I have a couple questions for you if you don't mind. My first question for you is, what pages should a freelancer website have? Like, what are the go-to that everyone should have?
So I feel like we have a tendency to kind of overcomplicate this, but when I thought about it, there's really only 6 pages that we need as freelancers. So the first one is, of course, a home page, just to make it clear what you do and how clients can work with you. Then you're going to need an about page to basically display your credentials. So if you have any, awards or past experience, things like that. A portfolio page to display your work and also your testimonials. A services page to let future clients decide if you're the right fit for them. And a booking page, of course, so people can actually take the next step in working with you. And then lastly, this one you don't see a lot, but it is a client welcome page. So this is more of an internal page that you send to new clients to help you kind of set boundaries better. But that's really it. Those are the 6 pages I think every freelancer should have.
What's one thing that's a must-have for having a good homepage?
Honestly, just a super clear and compelling opening statement that is above the fold. So if you don't know what that means, it just means it's on the very first section of your website, so people see it before they click off, because that's a really pivotal moment when people are on your website. They're either going to decide this is for me or this is not for me and click off right away. So in that statement, you want to make sure it's super clear what you do, who you do it for, and then also the bigger transformation you bring. So maybe, for example, if you do copywriting, it would say sales page copywriting for course creators who want more 6-figure launches. So just that one sentence, you're tying in exactly who your people are, exactly what you do, and then also the kind of bigger value you bring. Because I feel like that last part we miss a lot, and we just say, copywriting for course creators, but there's nothing really compelling about that. There's nothing that's going to make your ideal client think like, wow, this is exciting, and like get in that mindset right away. So that's what I think is the most important thing for a good homepage.
What's the number one mistake that you see freelancers make on their website? Can be anything.
Probably treating their services pages like a bullet point list, or just neglecting your service page in general. That page has a huge opportunity to help, answer client questions, address objections, let people kind of self-identify whether your work is the right fit for them. And I see a lot of service providers kind of neglecting that page and not letting it do the work that it could be doing for them.
Would you add maybe like an FAQ to the end of that page, or how would you answer those objections?
Absolutely, yeah. I'd add a FAQ at the end. Every time you get more questions coming in, just put them in that FAQ. I really just advocate for service pages to be treated like sales pages. So if you think of them that way and you start going through them where every section is gonna kind of educate people and let them self-identify, whether it's literally just saying this service is perfect for ... and you have a list of characteristics, or it's not perfect for ... the opposite. And it's a huge opportunity to kind of outsource the selling process, if you will. So of course people are still probably going to want to hop on a call, but by the time they get on that call, they'll already have a lot more of the information they need to really be sure if it's a good fit for them, and then you're just doing that final kind of reassurance.
About the services page, pricing on your website, are you pro or against it?
I am strongly pro pricing on your website, even if you right? Even if you don't have a set like package rate for something, although I love those, I recommend those. But if you can even just have like custom projects start from this, you're gonna save everybody time and grief, because clients don't want to hop on a call and find out they have $300 and your lowest package starts at $3,000, you know, because that's a waste of their time and yours, and it's almost honestly just embarrassing, because no one wants to feel like
for both sides, right?
You know, and you don't want to waste your time either. So I strongly recommend having your pricing.
Oh, if you could leave the audience with one last tip, what would it be?
Honestly, just always be thinking of how your website can help outsource the selling process, because that's something I mentioned before with the services page, but it really happens throughout your website. If you're always thinking of ways that you can address concerns, express the true value of your service, so with testimonials and things like that, just there's so much information you can give people to let them kind of walk themselves through the buying process independently. And then it's just going to mean a whole lot simpler and less stressful sales calls for you. So that's what I'm always trying to preach for people, because I don't love discovery calls either. So if we can make them easier and just a more like calm experience for honestly you and the client, that is a huge win for me.
Yeah, basically making sure as much as possible that the clients that do get on calls are a good fit, right?
Yeah, because if we don't have enough information on our website, we honestly can't blame the clients when they come on a call and their budget is totally off for us, or they're just not even the kind of client we're looking for, because we didn't give them a chance to walk themselves through that process. Because I know personally, when I'm looking at a big course or even a big service provider investment, I'm the type of person that loves spending like 30 minutes on their website, just learning everything and like going through every little module of a course or process of a service before I make any moves. And so that's why I always try and like bring that energy for my clients too, because I just, at least for me, it's what I'd like to experience.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same way too, so it's definitely not just you. But yeah, thank you so much for answering all those questions. I really appreciate it, and I'm sure the audience will as well.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
I love talking to Isabel about this. It's always great to have the input of other freelancers and their zone of genius. So thank you so much, Isabel, for being a part of this video. Now, if you don't know, Isabel actually has some pretty cool Squarespace. I can't say that word today. Some pretty cool Squarespace templates of her own that she sells on her shop. So shameless plug here, if you want to get them, check out the link down below and use the code Sílvia20 to get 20% off your first purchase. Now, in the meantime, check out this video right here on the 3 things that you must have for your Upwork profile, and I'll see you right there. Bye!